What brings you guys out here tonight?
We're out here tonight in honor, well, not honor, but we're out here bringing awareness for domestic violence and breast cancer. It's a community event, and oftentimes we don't come out enough to support these types of organizations and to bring awareness. What brings you out, Maurice?
The same thing, just bringing awareness to something that's very important. A lot of people think about breast cancer, they just think about females, but men get breast cancer too. So the awareness should not only be just for women, but it's men as well. So we're out here to support.
Now, do either of you guys know anyone who's actually suffered from domestic violence or breast cancer or any type of cancer?
Absolutely. My grandmother and my grandfather both passed away from a form of cancer, and both of them passed away fairly quickly. It kind of just took them out like really fast. It was like no notice. It was kind of like they have cancer, and a few months later they were gone. So I personally have had an experience with cancer. One of my best friends, her mother is actually a breast cancer survivor, so she's like a mom to me. So, I've been affected in many different ways by cancer. You, Maurice?
Both my grandfathers passed away from cancer. My grandfather had throat cancer. My mother's father had throat cancer. My dad's father had brain cancer.
Wow.
So I know about it all too well. So it's unfortunate, again, just where I get to bring awareness to it.
Wow, you guys really came out to support for a lot of people or in honor of a lot of people. You just never know what kind of story somebody has behind that smile. Let me just ask you, United Way has a mission for everybody to live united, and also one of their initiatives is to live healthier lifestyles. What do you guys do at home to make sure that you guys live healthy, eat right, and get fit?
Well, that was actually pretty easy because we just cut up at home. We're pretty active.
Very active.
We do a lot of random dancing around the house, and
Oh, so you guys really have fun tonight then, huh?
yeah, we had a ball tonight. We definitely just, we get out and we walk the dog and we take walks. And like I said, there's a lot of foolishness that goes on in our house, a lot of dancing and singing and jumping around and playing. So, and we have a puppy, and he's very active, so we have to chase behind Prince all the time.
That alone is exercise, chasing him around.
So, we're pretty active. We just keep it fun. As far as food is concerned and eating better, we're working on that one. Gravy is my downfall, and his downfall is sugar and sweets. And
I'm doing better though.
Krispy Kreme is his problem. He will eat a whole box, but we're working on it. I'm a diabetic, so I have to watch my portions and what I'm consuming. So it's a work in progress at the Terry Jennings household.
Well, from a male point of view, because we don't want to exclude the men tonight, Maurice, we just want to ask you, what advice would you give to women who are either in a domestic violence relationship or have made their way out of it?
My main advice, my number one advice is to leave. Things are not going to get better. You can't change someone who's in that mindset. So my advice to anyone who's in that situation is to leave. Things are, you see the situation on television where the woman sticks around either because she's afraid or because she hopes things get better. But down the line they get worse. So my advice, if anybody is ever in that situation, my advice is to leave. Don't be afraid. I mean, you have loved ones and a support system. Don't ever be afraid to leave. That's my advice.
Thanks, Maurice. That's some great advice. And Jenelle, let me just ask you to piggyback off of that question. What advice would you give to especially single parents, whether they're male or female suffering from abuse, but single parents with children who may be in a situation surrounding domestic violence?
My advice as a female would be to, number one, do what's best as far as the safety of your children first. You don't want to put your kids in a dangerous situation or leave them behind because you're running from the situation. But like he said, to piggyback off of what he said, you need to get out because the situation is not going to get any better. We have all seen enough episodes of Snapped and Lifetime movies to know how the story will end. And most case scenario, unfortunately, it ends with someone either hurt or killed. So your best chance at survival is to reach out to someone first. I know it's not always as simple as to pack up your bags and just go, but start the planning process at least. Tell somebody. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone. Tell your friend, tell a coworker, tell somebody, and formulate a plan to leave the situation as safely and quickly as possible.
Well, thanks, you guys. You guys have shed a lot of light and a lot of memories and honor on those who have suffered from domestic violence or cancer or any type of cancer tonight. We thank you guys for coming out with United Way. What do you guys think about this organization, by the way? What are they doing in your community?
Very nice.
United Way is what we see the most in the community, and I'm happy to be able to share in this moment with United Way. I appreciate everything that the United Way does for the South Boston, Halifax County community, and you guys keep doing what you do.
All right. Well, we're going to call that a 10-4. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Get
Bye.
fit.